Man, this is lifestyles of the poor and unfucking fortunate. But I tell you what, but bitch, we got views.
It's I got some shit to say to podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop because obviously we never do. My name is
Fuck you, Squints.
That's right, R.I.P.
Whizzle Fizzle.
Forever and always. With me as always,
ChadArmesTV.com.
you already know.
Bow.
And tonight we have a guest that's it's kind of surreal to even have him here with us. But we're glad that he's here with us. He's a friend of ours and a friend of the show and a supporter, and we're glad to have you. It's Mr. Kansas Rebelman.
You're damn right.
He didn't have to say shit.
I was about to.
Go ahead, man.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all?
Hell yeah, man.
That's for you, Bubba.
I appreciate it, man.
Kansas Rebelman in the building, baby.
In the building.
Shit, y'all need to hit that button for y'all too, man. For real, y'all
Yeah,
fucking.
man.
Y'all
That's all we do is sit here and hit buttons, man.
Yeah, dude. But he was in town for Church's 2 shows that just went down in Nashville. Both were just
bangers.
We're going to get into that, let you talk about like that whole experience. But we're just glad. Anybody that's not familiar with Kansas Rebelman, he is one of our biggest supporters, and not only that, he also has a reaction channel on YouTube and stuff that's steadily growing. So he's the first guest that we've had in this form, is it not, Squints? Like somebody that's just like somebody we met through being a fan of what we do.
Yeah, it's rare that we have people here we don't know really or met or encountered, but your scenario is a little different because you're literally just a fan.
Damn, dude, that's an honor to fucking hear that for real.
But you're not a normal fan, bro.
No, yeah, you're
We got fans, and fans are great. We love fans. We love our fans. But there's a reason why you're at my house.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And this ain't like this is just spur of the moment because we found out you were in town. Like you've had this invite for a few months now.
for sure. And I know that we had spoke about it on the podcast, and I think Mel sent you like a invite or something, a formal invite, like on IG. She wanted to be here. Shout out to Mel.
Yeah, shout out Mel.
She's working, but so I'm just glad we made it happen. I'm glad that she reached out to you formally. We definitely would have. I should have previously, but we always was just shouting you out on the podcast and knew that it was going to happen.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
But she got that ball rolling on that.
I don't know what episode it was, but I know in the past I've said on the show something about you. And that I think the way I remember saying it was that I dug your energy.
No, for sure.
You know, and that was something because I'll be 100% with you, completely transparent.
Yes, sir.
We have a lot of fans, and when a lot of them do the similar things, you know, whatever, they reach out for attention to us sometimes, and they may get it. But when we acknowledge those people, ultimately it still is the same conversation. They're just fans,
Right.
And when I came across you and what you've done and what you're doing, I was like, okay, I see it. You know what I mean? But then I saw you on stage with Church.
Yeah.
I don't know where it was from. It was some older footage probably.
I think the first time that he brought me on stage was Corbin, Kentucky.
Which was that last year or earlier this year?
Earlier this year, in January.
But when I saw that footage, I was like, wait a minute, that's that dude. That,
This
I was
been
like, okay.
on
So
Instagram,
now I understand that it's more than that now. Like you don't get up there with a mic in your hand. You don't get up there for attention, nor it's basically
it's the fullest support for my guy, and shout out to Ryan, man, for
shout out to you.
for sure.
But that same love that Ryan shows you is the same love we are showing you here. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
Like it's just not we can't overlook that type of love. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this kid posts everything we fucking do.
Yes,
like he really does, and he doesn't have to. He's never had to. And aside from the immediate, like, thanks, bro, I appreciate the support type conversations, that's it.
Yeah.
But it never stopped.
Right.
And it's just continuous support. And after a while, it's like, God damn, this kid's on our team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
real recognized real.
Exactly.
Man, and it's all genuine. It really is, man. And because, like I said, and I told Chad, man, and I've told you, y'all teach me shit. And it may not, y'all may be like, oh, we don't teach you nothing. Yeah, no, you do, man. Even if it's real life shit, it's just real life shit. Other than music, you know, the music business side of it as well. Like I've already been here for what an hour. I've already learned 2-3 things from y'all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that, man, and I know that
Oh, my bad.
you
Shout out
good?
Kansas.
Did you,
Kansas smoking with me. I'll forget. So yeah, don't get mad at me.
Sir.
yeah, the just the love that you show us is definitely reciprocated, and we obviously you're part of the family. You know what I mean, like the extended family. So, you know, whatever we can do to support each other, it's what it's about, man.
And
you know,
and we've had the first hour he was here, we were having conversations along those lines. We got plans with Rebelman, and we're gonna figure out ways to work together more to better both our brands.
Yeah, we level up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
For real.
What made you chase those types of scenarios, man? Like, I mean, I don't know shit about you. I didn't even know the kid's name until he got here today. I've always called him Kansas fucking Rebelman. That's his tag on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's his channel and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you are to me, Kansas Rebelman. And Chad was like, Chad said that to me, I think, a few nights ago on the telephone. He's like, I don't even know dude's first name.
I wanted to make it a point to ask him
And I
his
said,
name,
who the fuck cares? It's Kansas Rebelman.
Yeah.
Right.
This is fucking Kansas. If in short, I would probably call him Kansas. Before we got on camera, I jokingly out loud kept calling him by his government name because they told it to me, and I was like, I don't fucking care what his government name is, but I just kept saying it because it's like y'all calling me my government name. It's just fucking odd.
Oh, y'all don't even know you're
Good for you,
good for you,
Josh.
Joshua, and that's David.
That's David. Heck yeah. Oh my God.
Well, we love dropping the government names around here.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
So,
Yeah.
like, what's your story, man?
Yeah.
So, you know, as far as like reactions,
No.
Just like
When
grow-
and where were you born? Your
like-
parents'
oh,
name,
okay.
your social security number.
shit.
just
All
like
right.
your story, like growing up, you know, just kind of like getting you to where you're at now.
So, I was born in '94. Born in Kansas, born and raised. Never moved out of the state of Kansas. Been, you know, I've moved around in cities. I've lived in Kansas City, Kansas, like Olathe, Overland Park area. But I've also lived in, you know, the small town, Mennonite town with one road. You know,
Right.
Friday night. Yeah,
Like where Chad lives.
Yeah, everything's closed for football, you know,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And you know, I've lived those lives before, so both of those lives. So, I didn't have my father in my life. My mom is, you know, in a way, my mentor and how I live life and everything.
Well, she did a good job then.
I'm a mama's boy too, bro.
Yeah, for me too, dog.
Yeah, I love my mama, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
I'm right there with you.
yeah, never left Kansas. Graduated from a school named it's called Andover Central. I went to private Christian schools.
She had done a little bit of everything, like growing up wise. Like, did you always listen? Like, was music that big into your life growing up, or is it something that gradually?
For sure. I grew up in church, man, and you know, hearing like gospel music.
So we'll just go back. You grew up started listening to like in the church.
Yeah,
right?
I started listening to music in the church and everything. My mom was in the choir and everything. My mom, she didn't, you know, let us listen to, you know, rap and everything growing up, so I kind of had to
Sneak away.
sneak
No, for
away.
sure.
Most of us did,
Yeah, absolutely.
for sure.
But yeah, that's how I started listening to, you know, getting into rap and hip hop. I was, you know, listening to T-Pain, Lil Wayne,
Yep.
Shout out T-Pain, Lil Wayne.
motherfucking 3 6 Mafia.
Shout out
dude.
3 6.
You know, all those guys back in the day. You know,
When's back in the day? What year is this?
for me, man, the hip hop,
Mid 2000s probably.
yeah, mid 2000s.
Just
man.
going off of his age and going off of the artist he was naming, T-Pain, Lil Wayne. That was all mid 2000.
Like Tupac, man. Of course, Tupac.
Yeah.
That's dude Biggie, and then, you know, coming up into Lil Wayne, Birdman, 2 Chainz,
Yeah.
Lil Boosie, you know, even going into Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
Kid Cudi, Wiz Khalifa, all that age, and then once like Kendrick Lamar kind of disappeared after the album Damn.
Yeah.
He's finna come back.
Yeah.
He, you know, he kind of disappeared, so I kind of stopped listening to mainstream. And I had a buddy. We're not friends right now anymore, but
Right.
He introduced me to Ryan Upchurch.
As far as like putting you on his music?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when I like first heard of country rap, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this?
Immediately hooked, huh?
Yeah, and at first, I was like, because my friend would always be bumping him. I'd be like, why are you bumping this dude so much, bro? I mean, he getting his hair cut. Like, I'm like, why are you bumping him so much? And I started listening to him, and then I started listening to what he was saying and how he was saying it. And that's,
What do you mean?
Like,
The substance behind like his bars and shit?
yeah, it's real.
Like from the relatability or just like
the relatability, man,
Gotcha.
and just the vision that he has for what he wants to do as far as bringing hip hop and country and it's like people together, But yeah, that's whenever I first started listening to Ryan, and when I started listening to what he was saying and how he was saying it. I listened to White Lightning, and yeah, that song. Whenever he was saying, basically, fuck mainstream. I'm doing this shit to prove to the small town guy, to the underdog, that you can do this, and I'm basically paving the way.
Right. Yeah.
and this was still like mid 2000. When did you catch wave around Upchurch?
Oh man, dude, this is like 2014 or 15.
Cool.
Yeah. 15 is when he
When
dropped
did-
Cheatham County EP. Yeah.
So when did Jordan? That's the kid's name. When did Jordan become Kansas Rebelman?
yeah. How did that
Oh
come about?
yeah, man. Okay, so this is where Leroy comes in.
Okay.
Shout out Leroy.
Shout
Davis.
out Leroy.
For
You know
real.
that guy.
And I don't know if I've ever told him this. I don't think that I have, but what was it? Bonfire in the Mud. Tailgating Tall Boys.
Yeah.
That was my first time ever hearing about Leroy, seeing Leroy. So Bonfire in the Mud, he was there, Carly Rogers was there, and Ryan was there. On the way,
Shout out Carly Rogers.
yes, dude.
I reached out to her.
That's the queen of country music, dude. I don't give a damn what nobody says.
I reached out to her. Carly, pull up.
But
Yeah, for sure. Carly's dope.
what's the saying? Fucking
Tailgating Tall Boys. Yeah.
Bonfire, Tailgating the Tall Boys. About a week before I went to Tailgating Tall Boys, I seen his name on the fucking flyer. I was like, dude, who the fuck is this dude? And then Church gave him a shout out and everything, and basically,
Co-signed him.
yeah, co-signed him.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna fucking check shit out. And that's when I seen album 1 and album Dose.
Yep.
And dude, on the way down to Illinois, I was just, and then like before we left, I was just listening to his stuff. He pulled me in.
Yeah.
I like his voice and his fucking energy and just his vibe and his, his ego, everything. Dude is fucking cool. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
And, that just made me,
I like how he said that last because a lot of people say that first.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know I did.
Yeah.
Like Leroy won me over personality before he won me over as an artist.
Yeah.
He was co-signed by Chad though.
See,
So
it was kind of both for me. It was his personality and his music, man. Just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people be like, that was a simple bar, but that simple bar got me fucking lit, dude. It got
I
me
get it.
fucking lit.
yeah,
So that's
I
what
totally get it.
people don't understand that like it doesn't always have to be super depth in a bar. If it's just a cool like a dope bar and it relates to you, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's all about relatability with
Yeah,
anybody,
dude.
man. And any artist. That's why we see these goofy motherfuckers. Not goofy. I'm sorry. We just see random people walking around listening to the most random shit.
Oh my
and it could be an artist we've never seen, heard, or had any fucking idea of, and they let us borrow their headphone for a second. We're just like, what the fuck are you listening to?
hell is that?
But somewhere along that line, along them. Whatever's playing in their fucking ear, they find that same thing.
Right.
And that's why they listen to it. I mean,
And and that's the thing about music, bro. There's no right or wrong answer, dog.
That's what. Yeah,
Something that's terrible to me could be amazing to you, and you can't tell each other differently.
Right.
I love how there's no right or wrong when it comes to like judging a book by its cover. Like when you see if you first saw you wouldn't immediately think, without you telling me, I wouldn't immediately think you're a Ryan Upchurch fan.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Nothing, not to bring. I'm just saying,
Just
like,
book by cover
but
shit.
you could see an emo kid walking down the road, fucking rapping Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Like, there's no limitations to what you take on as a consumer. Right. Like that's why on New Fridays.
New Music Friday?
Thank you. New Music Fridays. Yeah. Why the fuck did I hit that speed bump? New Music Fridays. That's why I go to every album on every genre and listen to everything. Yeah. Because I never know what I want to tap into.
No, for sure. That changes.
But I don't limit myself to finding it, is my point. Because, like, even on my stations outside, ever since Jelly got on Octane, on like rock radio, when he first hit Octane, which is Sirius XM radio, and my car has XM Flex, I programmed it just so I could catch Jelly on the radio, because Chad knows what I mean. That's special to us.
Oh, for sure.
When I heard it, Octane's still on my fucking shit. Not because Jelly's in rotation now, but because I've found myself to enjoy some of the songs in between.
Right.
Some which have made their way to my playlist.
See?
That's the thing about music, bro.
Yeah, then that's why I always tell people, man, I'm a music connoisseur.
Right.
I fucking I listen to a lot of music, dude. Like,
as you should.
Like on the outside of country rap, man, classic rock. My favorite fucking band of all time is AC/DC, dude.
Oh, cool.
Like,
fun fact.
Yeah, that's dope.
That shit right there gets me lit. But
so tying this back in, so you was listening to Leroy on the way to
was listening to
Illinois,
just really getting his lyrics in,
getting familiar.
That way I wasn't fucking, because I was like, dude, we going on the front, like the very front. And this is before before I was doing reactions and everything. I was like, yo, we going on the front. And there was a moment where he was backstage and everything, and you could see him for where we were standing at. And this girl was like, there goes Leroy, look. And I turned around, and, I've been drinking, dude. I was on one, it was concert.
Having a good time.
Yeah, having a good time. And I turned around, and I was like, Leroy. He turned around, walked straight to me. I was like, hell yeah. Yeah. Came up to me, dude. He signed my jacket. He signed my hat. He signed everybody else that, was trying to sign stuff. He came and signed their stuff.
Yeah.
Here's a funny thing. He handed me his cup because he was drinking on something. He handed me his cup to sign other people's stuff. I don't know why.
Because you were drunk. You drank it.
He handed me his fucking cup, dude. And I was like, I looked at him and looked down. I was like, I wonder what he's drinking. I was like, boom. Just took a sip. He gave it back to him and shit. I was like, hell yeah. Took a drink from fucking Leroy, but
probably drinking fucking apple juice.
He was probably lit, because I remember I didn't go to that show, but that was 2019.
Dude, that was like
2020, maybe. No, there was no shows in 2020.
It was Bonfire in the Mud.
So it wasn't last year. It had to have been 19 or 20, because this was when Leroy first dropped his album and stuff.
Album Dose.
Yeah, so it was probably 2019, 2020 then. I don't know.
I can't remember. All I know is Bonfire in the Mud, Tailgating Tall Boys.
Yeah.
And Carly Rogers was there. Ryan was there.
And you still haven't met Leroy on that occasion?
Oh, hell yeah. I've met.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like
that was the beginning, though, of all of it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So after we get home and shit, I'm like stuck on Leroy, dude. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I rock with Leroy. And I start watching his lives and shit and his stories. And he's like, share my stuff. He said, I think he said that he was going to be giving away. It was the necklace thing, the backstage pass thing. And all he said was share my stuff to the point where you annoy me. And I was like, all right, bro, I'm going to fucking do it.
That's how you get it.
So I started doing it, And then I was like, well, shit, I want to see if I can make this fucking, better. Mm-hmm. And when I had that thought, I didn't know what to do. Ryan, I was watching Ryan's stuff. He started sharing Simba. Mm-hmm. I seen Simba react, and I was like, huh. I wonder if I can fucking do that. I was like, shit. And I battled with it for a little bit because I was like, man, I wonder what fucking people gonna think.
Yeah, without a cheerleader, shit's hard.
Right.
You gotta have a cheerleader.
Like I'm not a rapper, and I'm looking at all these other channels that react, and they're artists. Like it's like a reactor that's a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm not a rapper, but so I battled with that. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking do it. And I started reacting to Leroy, and I started reacting.
That
to
was the
Church.
first one.
Oh, he was one of my first.
You know when this was?
I've been reacting for
To the Google machine.
a year. A year. I just had my YouTube birthday in March.
Oh, okay, cool. There it is. Chad's on the way. I see him.
Yeah, so March 21, you said?
I'm gonna hit you with those facts,
something like that.
motherfucking facts. I know. Nah, man. We're gonna lock that in. We're gonna tell you.
Hell yeah. It's like March up. But damn, I'm fucking getting.
Yeah, March
Watch
11th,
it now.
2021.
That happens over here.
March 11th, 2021 was when we started the channel. So
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So I appreciate that, but I didn't even know that you had fucking YouTube birthdays.
Chad just do. What did you just do, Chad?
I just took a
Don't
headphone
do
off
that
one of my
again.
ears.
Don't do that because it exposes that metal plate in your head.
So you started reacting to Leroy and Upchurch.
No more weed for Rebel, man.
The name. Where did the name come in?
Yeah, I was sitting there, and so I liked whenever I started listening to church. Mm-hmm. I was wondering, why the rebel flag, mm-hmm. and then at the same time during that time, man, a lot of political stuff was going on.
Sure,
yeah.
And I dug research up on the flag,
Mm-hmm.
and I know shout out to H.K. Egerton. Mm-hmm. That dude, nobody knows who H.K. Egerton is. Mm-hmm. He's a black dude who supports the rebel flag, and dude is like really smart on history.
on why and
yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's from the South and everything. So, and a lot of people ask me why you fly? You're not from the South. Well, it doesn't. It does mean you're from the South, but at the same time, to me, it's a meaning of. I took what Ryan was saying. Fuck media. He's a rebel. He's the rebel to mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I am Kansas. I'm the rebel man to mainstream. Mm-hmm. I really want to focus. I focus on independent artists more to the country rap, and
you give attention. You give attention to what you want to give attention to.
Yeah, what you like. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, and like I don't know, man.
That makes sense. So that to have that name, that makes sense. Why
I get
you're
it
from Kansas, so it totally makes sense.
And
it works.
Like I said, and I'm from Kansas.
It's all you know.
Yeah. So
I get it.
The rebel man part comes from me being a rebel against the mainstream, and because you can tell, man, you can tell the difference between somebody who is rapping from their heart or singing from their heart, compared to somebody who's cookie cut.
Cut. I like it.
Do you I'll just ask this: do you catch flack because of the color of your skin and the rebel flag stuff?
Oh my gosh, all the time.
Yeah.
You embrace it though, right?
Huh?
You embrace that shit, right?
Oh yes,
As you
I
should.
figured you probably would, just because of how.
Of course, you embrace it. Look at the keychain you gave me.
Yeah, the media is and stuff, and
like I wear, dude, and it's not people who. It's not even just people who look like me. It's everybody. Mm-hmm. Like it's Caucasian people, black people, dude, even in my town, dude. Like
And are you just mixed white with white and black?
Yeah, I'm 50-50.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Gotcha,
I got
yeah.
best of both worlds. I am battling all the time, you know.
Yeah.
But
I just wanted to bring that up just because I know that it was probably something that you dealt with, but also it gives you a chance to kind of speak on that too. You know what I mean?
Yep. And just shine a little bit of truth, man, on
Yeah.
it, because a lot of people just look at it, they see it, and they get freaked out immediately.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Well, it builds curiosity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it builds awareness.
Right.
And I think that's important.
Yep.
I probably don't know the facts to speak on any of that shit.
Yeah.
But I could see why it would be a question.
Well, it sparks up discussion. And everything.
Exactly.
For sure.
But one thing you have to come to terms with is it doesn't spark conversation on that side of the fence.
Right.
Like when you're amongst church or you're amongst that type of vibe,
Right.
you're not the only one.
Right.
Plus, no one's going to come at you like that. It's all open arms type shit.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you're that type of character,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So I could see it coming from the other side of the fence.
Right.
It's about like, why are you there? Why are you hanging out with those kids? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they just have I understand it.
Misinformation, and
It may be that they've had experiences too that's caused them to feel that type of way.
Absolutely.
As well.
Well, and that is
know what I mean?
that's
Absolutely.
facts,
Yeah.
because, dude, I totally understand that there may be a group of people who take the flag and pervert it.
Yeah.
Of course.
They fuck it up.
I mean, we're raised here in Tennessee. I mean, raised here, just speaking on me and Chad's behalf, like that's been in our lives our whole lives.
Right.
We've seen it from afar or
It's like
across
seeing
the
a
street.
McDonald's on the
Exactly.
corner.
Like it's so people's tailgates and shit. Like even now, like even as it was like thinned out
Right.
and frowned upon, as it still is or whatever, like it don't bother me because I know there's people on both sides of that fence and shit. Like we stay away from it.
And I'm not, dude. I swear I am not the only black dude
No.
out here rocking.
Of course
no,
not.
No,
Like-
no.
That's what I said a minute ago. Like you're not the only one there.
Yeah.
Like I know that for 1,000,000%
Right.
facts. You
And
know
I'm
what
sure,
I'm saying?
I'm sure you dealt too. Like you said, some of the places you grew up, you probably was treated differently just because of you being mixed. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And you said like in the small towns and stuff. So I'm sure you dealt with it too.
And check this out, dude. There was a point in time when I was younger, growing up in middle school and even high school, dude. Shit, I seen that flag. We'd go to small towns for basketball games, and I would see it, and I would get freaked out by it. Be like, well,
right.
shit. There's some people who are prejudiced here. They don't like.
No,
black
yeah.
people, you know what I mean? Have that vibe from it. But
No, for sure.
Ryan Upchurch really opened up my mind, and I seen another perspective.
When you say that, you mean like church pointed out like points that you should examine before forming opinions.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And do some research, and then that's what I did. I found HK. I found fucking God damn, I can't fucking remember his name.
I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
Dude,
Like as far as facts, like, but I'm more than happy to learn. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
SouthernHeritage411.com.
okay,
Go
there it
look
is.
up. And
This
that-
is a fact page or some shit. You can just go find out all the real shit.
That's HK Egerton's website, and he has literal like books and
Facts,
journals
yeah.
from.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's why it's like almost motherfuckers need to understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's a touchy subject, man.
No,
People,
for sure.
They,
Of course.
for
sure.
People, sometimes,
Again,
I get it.
I'm all about just judging somebody off of their character, regardless of
Yeah.
what the exterior is. Like,
Yep.
who cares what their creed or color or sexual preference or religious preference or whatever it is. Just judge them off of your experiences with that person upon meeting them.
The vibes, man.
Yeah.
That's
what
the
the
way
vibes
I
like.
move.
And you're not going to vibe with everybody, and that's all right too. What people don't realize too, man, is people feel like if they can't agree with somebody, then it's just let's just fight each other. Or it's like it ain't got to be that.
Right.
You can like this, and I can like that, and we can still be cool.
Man.
Like
that's
people just
real.
don't. It's just this newer. It's the social media age because
Social media is fucking everybody up.
you're younger than us, but like you're old enough though to be able to experience, like, because you grew up in the late 90s. Like,
Oh yeah, I grew up
before the
without
internet. Still,
without the internet.
yeah. So
I remember.
you're on both sides of that fence. We are longer than you, but
Right.
that it wasn't near as bad before all of the social media stuff.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? That's made it worse, obviously. But
Yeah.
it's just always going to be a thing because now these have made everybody feel like what they say goes.
Right.
And like if their stuff, what they say is different than what you say, a lot of people take that as, well, you're wrong.
Right. Or you're.
It doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means that you just believe differently or think differently. Like,
Yep.
and because they can grab a phone and go post about it, it makes, you know what I mean? It just kind of muddies the waters there.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to, I didn't mean to get on a big tangent, but I
you're
wanted
good.
to
I think it's
have you
interesting.
address
I
that
think it's
for
an
sure.
interesting topic.
Yeah.
I think we could talk about this for a while.
and
You know
it
what I'm
makes
saying?
sense to talk about it with him
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It
just
makes
because-
perfect sense
yeah.
to talk about it with you, and
Yeah.
and us being fucking Caucasian rappers our whole
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
You know what I mean? That's a different type of set of train tracks. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know me personally, I dealt with all kinds of fucking racist shit.
Oh man, dude.
All kinds. I remember people walking into the room and literally looking at me and saying, "Who's the white boy?"
See, and this is what confuses me nowadays is how can people say black people can't be racist or any other race can't be racist other than white people? That's totally false.
Agreed.
That's totally false, dude. Some of the most racist people I've ever met in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to be Caucasian
Like
to be racist.
they look like me or
No, I get it.
Yeah, it's touchy. Trust me, and we stay away from all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't ever so much get made fun of or
As a white rapper,
as a white rapper from black people. It was white people
yeah.
saying, like, condemning me
yeah,
for
and-
doing rap, being a rapper and rapping. Like,
yeah. It's like there's
I
no
got
win
ma-
though.
I got like ridiculed because I was a white dude, like rapping because like you're trying to be black. It's like, no, I'm not trying. Like, I love rap music.
Right.
It ain't got. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know that I'm definitely a guest in this culture. And I've known that from day one. Right. I've never tried to be. I just love rapping though,
Right,
and I love rap music. You know, and I grew up listening to it. Like
Absolutely.
what we talked about.
Right.
But like that's what I got more than anything. I never really got pushback from like other races. It was always white people that was pushing back on me.
So it's
it's
on
weird.
both ends.
Yeah,
It's
for
on
sure.
both ends.
For sure.
It's
crazy the way the way the world spins, man.
Yeah.
But it always spins the same speed. I say this shit all the time on the show, and that's always what I'm referencing to. Is like no matter how you look at it,
Yeah.
it's fucked up.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean?
there's good people and there's bad people, man, and there's you just got to weed through them and learn how to.
Yeah.
People nowadays, man, are real soft.
Yeah. If you're late, we were talking about church and incorporating the rebel flag with his brand and how that may affect
Right.
anyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyone.
Oh, it affects me for sure. People, I know people will scroll and just see the flag and then see me and nope.
No.
Hell, there's people that will come on there just hate.
Yeah. I could only imagine.
It is what it is, though.
Right?
But-
Embrace that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you have reason to.
Oh yeah.
So then you got
I'm not worried about it
Nah.
at all.
since I guess picking back up where we left off, where we're talking about.
Yeah, we went down a
But that's the way I wanted to do that.
Yeah,
Because I felt like this is a good platform for you to speak on it.
Got to give a huge shout out to my man Mark Gray over at South Nashville Heating and Cooling. They are a new sponsor here at the show, and we're glad
Shout
to
out
have
to
him
Mark.
aboard. He's a longtime supporter of Show Improve Entertainment and a longtime supporter of Chad Arms and Squints, and now is a full-time supporter of the I Got Some Shit to Say podcast, which we fucking love.
Yeah.
They specialize in like quiet HVAC systems and those kind of things, along with any of your HVAC needs.
Mark and him get you good. Mark and him's the plug on the HVACs, man.
Been that way too.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'll let you,
again,
boy.
huge shout out to
Throw him up there.
South Nashville Heating and Cooling Company. They're That's expert design, quality installation, superior service since 1985. Y'all see the name. Y'all see the number. Y'all see the website. Go check out my guys.
1980. Look here, 1985. That is almost 40 years.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys, man. They know what they're doing.
Shout out to Mark Gray, man. South Nashville Heating and Cooling Company.
Also, huge shout out to Gaia Healing out in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. They're at 11998 Lebanon Road. Gaia Healing specializes in any type of cannabis products, medicinal purposes, from lotions to ointments to your Delta 8 gummies to the pens, the cartridges, any of those types of things. Trust me, Gaia Healing, Mount Juliet, Tennessee, they are a one-stop shop for any of those types of needs you may have. They have continuously showed their support for the show from the jump, and they continuously show their support now for the show, and we are forever thankful, and we are forever indebted to Gaia Healing, Mount Juliet, Tennessee.
Speak on it.
Yeah, I want
let
to
people
do
know
too.
Yeah, so you started doing the reaction stuff, and that's starting to pick up steam. How you want to talk about that? Like the reaction channeling?
No, not yet. Hang on, pause.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop you. So you were talking about how you started the reactions and you did like Leroy's shit, and then you started doing more church's shit, and then I guess everything else along the way. But when did that happen? When did you and church encounter each other for the first time? How did that relationship start?
Yeah.
So,
And then we'll get into where the channel's at now and what you're doing currently.
So, man, dude. So while I was promoting Leroy and promoting other artists, other independent artists that were
You liked.
that
Yeah.
I liked, that were in the genre, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started doing that, one of his people that works for him, I followed, and they followed me back.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I say works for him, like it's building his house right now. Like that's Bob the Builder. That's who I stay with.
Yeah.
You know, that's who I stay with every time that I come to Tennessee. He messaged me. I didn't ask for any of this. I didn't message anybody.
Because you were coming from a genuine space.
Yes.
You were just a supporter.
I'm
dog.
literally just being me.
That's the energy you put out there, and that's what you got back. Go ahead.
Literally, you know, yeah.
Perfect, Chad. Note it. I mean, I love it.
That's real.
That's why I'm the way I am.
And you know, he hit me up.
Motherfuckers, what you are.
He hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, I see what you're doing, and you know, keep doing what you're doing, and just be yourself, and just grind. Just keep grinding, and they will see." And he was like, he told me, he said, I work for Ryan. I've grown up in Cheatham County my whole life. And at first I was like, no, there ain't no way. This isn't fucking real. And I clicked on his profile, and I seen, it said born and raised Cheatham County. I was like, shit, well, maybe this dude ain't fucking bullshitting.
Yeah.
And then I started watching his story, and I was watching Ryan's story, and then watching his. I was like, wait a minute. This dude's fucking working on his house.
Yeah, so he's not BSing me.
He's not bullshitting. I was like, well, shit, hell yeah.
This is what, like a year ago?
Yeah. And, bro, I started, so the concert, that concert was in October. I started reacting in March.
Gotcha.
So all this stuff is leading up. But I started, posting and stuff with Leroy, about Leroy and stuff, and all the other independent artists. October, November, December, January led up. By then January, actually by December, my homeboy had hit me up and was like, you know, I see you and all that. And then January came. I think it was January 7th. That was the concert in Corbin.
Yeah.
And before that, he hit me up. He said, hey, man, my wife isn't going to go to the concert with me.
Who, your homie?
Yeah.
Got you. And invited you. Okay.
Yeah, he invited me. And he was like, yeah, we'll be backstage and everything and all that shit. And I was like, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. He's like, all you got to do is get a plane ticket here. I was like, fuck yeah. He's like, you ain't got to worry about no Nothing. No,
Yeah.
nothing. So I was like, fuck yeah, bro. So I'm on my way. I had the tickets bought. And got there and shit, man. Spent like three days in Tennessee. He took me everywhere. He took me to, Pond Creek Road, took me to the bridge, took me to where Ryan, the trailer where they lived in and shit before shit started popping. All of it. And then after that, the Corbin concert came. Fucking found out, man, on the way down there. He's like, oh, yeah, there's a big-ass surprise tonight. I was like, oh, yeah? It's like, Adam Calhoun's going to be there. Struggle's going to be there. Demon Jones is going to be there. I was like, get the fuck out
That was
of here.
January. That was January of last year. Yep.
Yeah, I was like,
I remember that.
Are you kidding me? So
Did you go, Chad? Were you there?
No, but I remember that time frame. It was beginning of 21.
Leroy was there. That's when I met Leroy for the first time.
Because that was before I met Leroy.
That's when Leroy hit my radar.
Yeah.
Because Chad put me on that show.
Yeah.
Because I started talking with Leroy in February of 21.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's when right after the feature, like right before the feature.
Yep.
But
Oh,
I got to. I didn't get to that. That was my first time meeting him. It was a handshake, man. He seen my shirt. I gave him. That's when I gave him the Morgan Wallen. Oh, that Morgan Wallen shirt. I gave him that shirt in January.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, ever since then, it's like every time like a concert pops up when he goes, he always hits me up. He's like, you want to come?
He's a real motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
No, for sure.
I don't know him well enough to speak any more than that. But what I've learned of him in the past, I don't know, 5-10 years. Fuck. That kid's real as fuck.
Dude.
But I didn't meet him until Chad did the Upchurch interview.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Which was July of last year.
July of last year. That was, and I knew of him well before then. But me being in the printing industry, I've printed his inserts for his discs and shit, through other people. But I've never just had the opportunity to meet Ryan. And then me and Chad went over there. Shout out Chatty. I went over there with Chad for the ChadArmesTV interview and sat in on that. And that was the first time I had done that with Chad, like sat off camera with Chad and done a ChadArmesTV interview. And we've done that a handful of times. We wish we could do it all the time. But if I could ever quit my...
Stay on point. Stay focused.
But...
Stay focused.
Yeah. Whatever I was saying.
Yeah, so
I'm infuriated now.
we got to meet Ryan.
Yeah,
that's it. Meet Ryan. Yeah.
And straight through the door. I mean, just inviting us to his home and shit, and just giving us that opportunity and all that, man. And the way he reached out to Chad and how genuine it was, like it started building these perspectives. A lot of these artists, like some other ones that you mentioned, like because the country rap scene to me, I never tapped into because it's not the type of industry I wanted to tap into.
Right.
It just never was. We were fucking hip hop artists, man. Like country rap was never on our radar when we were artists, like serious. When Show and Prove was a squad out this motherfucker. None of us were on that country rap shit.
Yeah, 10, 12 years ago when we were 2010, 2011.
Jelly was first tapping into it and took off with it.
Damn.
Right, and then
Jelly didn't until like 2017 or something, 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Switching
but
up.
amongst us, that was the first, and how it just took off like around us.
Right.
But like Calhoun and all them guys, like I don't know them dudes at all.
Yeah.
But over the past few years, I have came to realize they all have real similar characteristics, just like Ryan, like we're speaking on now. Like they all are just genuine fucking dudes that have accolades from here to the moon. That I fucking applaud. Like I sit back and I think about these motherfuckers, bro, and some of the shit that, like even the stories.
Well, this is fucking crazy. Adam posted a video.
Shout out to Rebelman's hat. I just saw your hat. Shout out Stoner. Pull up on me, man. Come smoke some jinx with me.
Yeah, that's a legend right there, man.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to see him out there.
Real.
Yeah, me too. Go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. The crazy thing is, man, Adam. He posted that video about how he met Ryan and everything.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's fucking crazy, bro. If he would have never went to make those videos with Ryan, Ryan would have never started, rapping in the, recording, and then he's over there sitting there writing and shit. Like, dude,
that's crazy.
Kind of like, and he had been rapping before. He just stopped.
Yeah,
and it's like by him going over there, Ryan kind of like. Gave him that spark.
Get on this,
again. Yeah, he gave him that spark. It's crazy.
That's one cat I haven't met yet. is Calhoun. I haven't met Adam Calhoun, and I'm anxious to do so.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was able, because I met Church back in 2015 when he was first starting. Yeah. We did an interview, and he was cool as fuck then, and he was just getting into it. Yeah. Back then. But then fast forward to now, like he's just as cool as he was then. And then, meeting Calhoun, who I met on the bus at Tailgates and Tallboys last year. Yeah. Shout out to Jelly. Me being able to go with Jelly, me and Mel getting to go up there and sit on the bus with Jelly. Meeting Calhoun. Calhoun didn't know me from a hole in the wall, but he walked up. And he's Adam Calhoun, right?
Right.
He walked up to me and shook my hand and said, "Man, I just want to let you know, I was sorry to hear about what happened with your buddy Worm, man. I watched some of your videos."
Realest shit ever.
And he didn't know, because
there's an accolade.
Because Worm, in the video, people were asking me to ask Worm about what they thought of Adam Calhoun. Ooh. And he said, I haven't listened to a lot of his music, but I've watched his videos, and I think he's a stand-up motherfucker.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's all that Worm didn't say. He was being honest. He hadn't really listened to the music, but he saw the videos, and same thing he said about Church, how Church is in his own lane.
Right.
But just based off of that, Calhoun walked up and shook my hand, and then we chopped it up on the bus, and then
some real shit.
Yeah, man. Then we keep in contact to this day. I still we'll message each other, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And at some point we'll get that. We'll be able to sit down with Adam, and he'll be able to come through on the podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In town.
I'm anxious to meet dude.
Wow, this is crazy. I fucking made the podcast before Adam Calhoun.
We will though, for sure. We may hopefully we can do something at tailgates. Maybe we'll be able to link up with him.
For sure.
That'd be sweet.
But
same with Church.
Yeah,
most definitely.
I want Church here so bad,
dude. I sent him like a little text.
Yeah. You said it off camera,
dude. That freaking
it'll happen.
Oh, Ryan will get out. He'll get a wild hair up his ass and want to come on down to the
it'll happen soon enough.
Damn right.
Yeah, damn right.
But see, it was the same thing, man. It was the same way with like Broadnecks when I met Broadnecks, man. Me and him just exchanged
shout out Broadnecks
conversations on Instagram.
That's another one I haven't met yet.
And then when they were in town, Leroy and Adam helped me link like where I can do that interview with Broadnecks.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to do the interview with Adam.
What does 5 say? The 6 degrees. What does that say?
6 degrees of separation.
Thank you. That's all this is, bro.
Yeah. So like the Adam interview was supposed to happen that same time we did Broadnecks, but then his wife went into labor.
Oh damn.
But just to show how real of a motherfucker Adam Calhoun is, he's up here as far as popularity, and we're down here, right?
Right.
He calls me while he's going 100 miles on the interstate, pulling his motorcycle and stuff on the back in his Tahoe.
Here comes another accolade.
And he goes, "Hey man, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to do that interview. My wife's going into labor, man. I'm sorry about that." And I was like, "Bro, you don't have to apologize to me.
You don't have to call me."
No, but then he says, "Hey, you can still do the interview with John, though." Talking about Broadnecks.
Yeah.
My guy. So Leroy links me with Adam's guy.
Yeah.
And we were able to get the interview with Broadnecks. But in the middle of all this crazy shit, he called me and apologized. He didn't owe me anything.
That's that down to earth.
But that's when I was like, dude, stand up.
So there was a few of them right there about why I want to meet Adam Calhoun.
Yeah, because that's just how.
But there's plenty more.
Yeah.
Some that we can't even speak on the show.
Yeah.
But like I said, dude, it takes a different type of character to hold those type of roles. And it seems like every one of them that we talk about over here, when it comes to that country rap shit, are just some real ass dudes, man.
Right.
And unfortunately, if I haven't met them yet, I have to meet them soon because the more I hear about them, the realer they become.
Yeah, and Broadnecks is the same way, man. Me and him are real close. That's my friend.
Dude,
like that guy's my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he'll call and
I'm here at home. I'm Chad's best friend. Have been for fucking 20 years. So I'm like, dude, this guy's got to be great. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
I'm slick jealous because I'm such a fan. Chad puts me on everything he puts out the moment it drops. My bad for not talking to the mic. But I can't wait. Those are situations I'm glad I'm Chad's best friend here because when Broadnecks comes, I get to meet Broadnecks. You're damn right.
And he gave us, but he's the same way, man. And me and him will, he'll call me if he's got advice on something. I'll call him for advice on stuff, and like
friendship stuff.
Yeah, that's my friend, dude. He was like, man, he's like, it took a lot for him to have the trust of me to come out to where he's at, where his family's at. That was real shit to him. Right. So, and me too.
It's all about the energy.
No,
it's all about that energy.
I'm all about that that relationship building, man, because you know a lot of these artists, even you, dude, like the higher that your fame or whatever supporters get, the real friends, you got to keep those solid
for sure
people around you, you know, because they don't have friends.
No, right.
They don't have people that they can just
I'll tell you something. With a few more years on you, you also have to reel in the ones that come about that give off those same vibes.
Right.
Yeah.
Let people come in your life to replace the people that fall out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then just make mental notes of the people that you know what I mean, that like where were you at? Now you're not that, because not all of them are like that. Yeah. There's some people that just see you doing something.
Oh man.
And they're like, oh, and then they see it like it's in their mind. They look at it as a way to
get in and
and they don't have any other prior knowledge or
not bringing
relationship
anything
with
else to the table, man.
And we get it all the time, and I understand.
Time.
People message all the time.
All the time.
You probably get them about Ryan.
Oh my god.
I get them about Jelly all the time.
I messaged Kansas about Ryan.
Well, yeah, but it's different with you because you've met Church, and it's different.
I just want Church to know how much I'm trying to get him over here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah, and
he knows.
Yeah.
Chucky got tired of it. I know he did.
I'm not.
Shout out Chucky V.
Yeah, that didn't bother me, bro. I wasn't bothered.
But you see what it is. Like I get that about Jelly all the time about people. Not with Jelly, mainly Jelly, because
that's what
they
it is
know
with me.
that they know that we're close with Jelly, and it's just like y'all don't
Jelly
understand.
and Lex, really. I get a lot for Lex too. Like a lot of people say, "Man, tell Lex."
Same
blah,
here,
blah, blah.
yeah.
Man, I've been trying to, but I'll be reacting to his story all the time. Like, he cracks me up.
Dude, Don Green
He cracks me
is
up.
slick, one of the funniest people on
for sure.
Instagram.
For
If
real.
you follow his story, what he posts on his timeline is like almost Lex top dollar. But what you watch on his story is fucking Don Green.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker.
But we get that here on the podcast.
We
get
do.
Don.
That's why he is part of the core of this show.
Yeah.
But I'm telling the people that just don't know.
Oh, okay.
Knee slapper.
Yeah, dude,
like
crazy.
that dude is a fucking idiot.
Him and Worm would have had the funniest
Podcast.
of all time.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I was in their ear about this show. It had to have been brewing like within walls. Like they had to have had that conversation about doing something along those lines eventually. If they wouldn't have,
Yeah, I mean,
Fireball with Friends would be something completely different.
Shit would have been.
Yeah, and Fireball with Friends is on the way. I know he's
On the way.
He's got 2 episodes filmed already.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And they're fun.
Shit.
He did one with
You
Fanny
should
and one
be.
with me so far, but I'm not sure how he's planning on releasing them. Just y'all be sure to follow
They're
it on
coming.
on Instagram and in YouTube and stuff.
And he's starting to feed y'all little clips here and there. But I've been talking to him a lot about editing processes and that kind of shit and how he's going to present it. But he is stacking content, so be ready for that. I'm anxious to get my ass over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But I love what they're doing. And Chatty Bobcast 2.0 is still
we're working on that too. We've got
whole
an
new
idea.
whole new format.
We've got an idea. We'll talk to you about off camera
Fuck you.
that we're going to do, and
We may be able to incorporate Rebelman into that
Shit,
somehow.
dude, hey, that'd be
probably
lit.
yeah, for sure we could.
That'd be lit. I'm down.
Wouldn't it though?
Yeah, it would be dope.
We have to think about that.
I swear.
But the main thing is, man, like I'm just glad that we were able to, for first of all, to meet you and be able to chop it up with you, but just to be able to bring you on the show to let you tell, like a little bit of
What you do and why you do
your
it.
story and why you do it, and I think that people that already aren't fans of you will become fans of you through this episode just because of
Your energy.
your genuine character shows instantly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And you, anybody that doesn't want to be a part of that is just somebody that doesn't want
On some other
positive
shit.
energy.
It is what it is. That's
sure.
That's
Yeah.
my motto. It is what it is. The right ones will be in
Yeah.
your life.
Yeah.
Some people will be in your life for a season. Some people will be in your life forever.
Yeah.
You know, and the ones that aren't in your life, they're lessons.
And you know what's crazy, bro? Like, I'm 38 years old, but it took me till probably 2 years ago to realize that everybody that comes into my life
Yeah.
is not going to be here
forever.
And I don't mean in the physical sense of like they're. I just mean like anybody that comes into my life that I'm cool with that I consider a friend.
Right.
Like I just assume, well, they're my friend. They're going to be here, like, because that's just the way my mind works.
Right.
But that's just because I'm naive to a fault.
Yeah.
But like that's why I like having people like him and people like Leroy and people like Mel that are
The backbone.
that see both sides of that, and Don, like that see both sides of that, because I just don't, because my mind just doesn't work that way.
Everybody's mind shifts a certain way.
Right. Yeah. And I just don't ever think that, I never thought that there's people that are going to come in your life and then be like, but after getting used for years by certain people, like I was finally like, well, my mind couldn't understand why they would do things that they did, and it's not going to understand it because my mind doesn't work that way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
But I was saying that because you said the seasons part, which really stood out to me. That's a good way to say it. For
real. And yeah, that's what my mom has always taught me, man, is because, you know, and that's why I always tell people, like kids in high school, man, them friends that are there right now, after you graduate high school, are not going to be there. There may be one or two, but I promise you that none of that shit matters.
Right. People come and go.
Well, and another thing, another dude that I rely on heavily, which I guess you do too, is Fathead's the same way. Like that's the way. Like he's like because he's got an OG mindset, and he's from
most definitely.
He's from the street side back in the day, but he's not that now. But he's still.
That's another perfect example from me.
Yeah.
Because like I've known Fathead for a number of years. I mean, shit, 10, 15 years. Yeah. Easy.
Right.
Shit, 15 probably. I can comfortably say that.
Yeah.
But the whole time I've known him is through rare occurrences where we would encounter each other.
Yep.
But every one of my perspectives are built off scenarios told to me by that guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is my best friend. He ain't going to lie to me
about
how cool Fathead is or what
Fathead
says or things he does to make me think that guy's a great fucking dude.
No, he's A1, bro.
You know what I mean?
He's A1.
But
that's real shit.
Fathead knows he's in the circle because even with me, like he was on early. Fathead pulled back up.
Yeah, for sure.
Pull back up.
Yeah,
for sure.
But it's like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about the shit that goes through the air around here, man. Like it's just.
And what's crazy, bro, is like
it's irreplaceable.
Me and Fathead, I only knew Fathead the same way you did up until a year, like last year.
No way.
Like we
really?
Yes,
I didn't know
bro.
that.
Yes, we only knew each other.
Don's been close with him.
No, Lex has for sure, but like me and Fathead didn't get close till after Worm passed, and then we, started keeping in touch. But we always had the same. Yeah, right. Sorry. We always had the same respect, like me and you did for Fathead. We just never really, because he stopped doing music and stopped doing. That's why I didn't hear from him, because he was doing the family thing and moved and stuff. But like now, like he's
just a good fucking dude.
He's a go-to human being for me, like for sure. So
yeah, Fathead, man, that's a real one, dude. Like I said, like I told you off camera, man, that dude came out to my freaking house, or not my house, my Airbnb.
Yeah.
And he hung out till fucking shit. We were out till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, dude. And he don't live close to here either.
Talking and shit. And he said he wanted to meet me, and we actually got so I don't have an intro to my my reactions.
Why not? Yeah. You want one? We'll get you one.
Bro, well, dude, Fathead.
No, they're working. You're working on like a little "you're damn right" thing.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be lit, man.
There you go.
I told him, I said, dude, because I don't consider myself as a rapper, or anything like. So he's trying to get me to fucking rap on that shit. I was like, bro, you're pulling something out of me, man. That like
you could do it, dog.
For sure. So
you could do it.
I don't know what it's gonna sound like, man. Hopefully, it'll be fire.
It'll be dope, man.
If it don't, I'll tell you.
Shit,
it'll be dope.
Tell me. I'm pretty sure Fatheads is gonna be fucking.
Yeah, y'all get something good together, man. That's cool. That'll be cool, like, because now I can't. Shout out Fathead, man. I can't picture ChadArmesTV without having the intro that it has now.
Dude, it's
you know what I'm saying? It's just because I went back and watched the actual video that came from,
Oh, you talking about but?
I
The first time
I seen that video.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
The first time I ever saw that clip, I commented that line on the YouTube footage. The day it came out, down in the comments, there's a comment from Squint615 that says, bitch, we got views.
Yeah.
Because we all knew. We knew what that was, dude. And then when me and Chad, then I whipped up the logo. When I whipped up the new logo for ChadArmesTV, and then we started getting into the movie clip thing we have at ChadArmesTV, the fire glass, whatever the fuck it is. I can't even remember. We've made so many of them now. But the dope logo, and then Chad was like, "Man, we need to add that. We need to worm. We need to add worm talking about views,
bro." That
and
I
remember
synonymous with ChadArmesTV at the beginning and the resurgence. I mean, it was That's why it'll always be a part of it, and it's just to honor our brother, man. You know,
man, paying homage.
For sure.
For real, R.I.P. Worm for real.
Every episode since we got that, and even the ones before, we said it. I'm sure
that is a legend, man, a Nashville legend, bro. And, and like for real. I've listened to what song is that with you and him? It's called
Origami.
Yeah,
dog.
Got
classic.
That motherfucker on replay.
That's Lex Top Dollar mix and master, and that's Dub 3030 on the production, man.
Fucking bananas.
And what's crazy is that song I recorded in Lex's empty house right before he sold it, because where Worm couldn't leave, I brought the studio to there. It's similar to when I brought the studio here for O&E stuff. Mm-hmm. And we recorded that song, and then there's the Something Dangerous song that everybody's asking about that's eventually going to come out, but Lex is wanting to make sure
everything's right.
It's the last song we have of Worm, y'all. Man. So we want to make sure that it's the best possible song. You know what I mean? Other than just reusing stuff. Of course. Like, that's the last one we have. Right. He had a book full of other ones to do. He just didn't get to do them. Mm. But that's the last. So I get people that are wanting it, but it'll come out when it's supposed to. But we recorded that in Lex's empty bed, like one of the bedrooms in his empty house.
Fire.
Empty bedroom.
Fire.
But yeah, man. Wizzle's a legend, man. R.I.P.
He really is.
The 1 year anniversary just came through on the 19th, man. And but yeah, it's forever Wizzle for sure over here. But I'm just glad to see where things are going, you know, for you, and things are going for us, and what we're doing. It's just hard work's paying off, man. We just got to keep pushing.
Yeah. What's next for old Rebel Man?
Yeah.
Shoot, man. So Tailgate and Tall Boys, I was gonna get ready to go to that, or you know, come back down to Tennessee and just freaking you know, since somebody's taking a break, that the content's gonna be real low. So I'm just trying to, you know, see if I can, you know,
we'll keep you busy.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, ChadArmesTV, we'll keep you busy, Bubba.
For sure, yeah, whatever.
We're dry. Yeah,
I see it too, man.
We're dry. We'll keep you working, man.
Yep.
Whenever you come back up here in June, we'll have to make sure it's a situation where we can kick it a lot more than just for these few hours.
Yeah,
you know, well, like the whole time you're here, we can just
fucking stay here. Fuck.
Yeah,
most definitely.
At least the night.
Yeah.
Out here in the garage.
On the floor.
Out here in the garage. Hell yeah.
Oh, bro. We tell, you've heard us tell a million guests, bro. Like, once you get that chair, you got an open invite anytime.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
but,
real.
It's all about the energy, Bubba. We reeled you in this motherfucker because of your energy and because of the type of presence you hold as a human.
Yes,
and, you know, not aside from the music or aside from, it's just, I don't know, bro. There's something about you, dog. Whatever you've been doing, keep doing it.
This is adding fuel to my shit, man.
As it should, man.
I'm a fucking, for real.
Before we leave, you want to briefly speak on the shows? The last churches just shows that he just did.
Oh, yeah. How were they, man?
Dude,
we almost got out of here without talking about that, bro. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good, man. Oh, my gosh. I wasn't expecting to.
Did he say any? Let's get right. So we were just talking about church for a number of minutes, but at the same time, he's taking a break. You know, dude said he's stepping away from social media, he's stepping away from YouTube, whatever. Music, I don't know.
No. So this is where
help us out.
A lot of people, I've heard a lot of people, even on social media, they're like, oh, like it's not his music's not stopping.
Just the social media.
It's
aspect.
just
Gotcha. Great.
Social media, YouTube. That this man is about to probably go in his little fucking hole and go freaking
creative mode,
make like bangers that we've never
Good.
heard before.
No, I
it's
get you.
about to go to
For sure.
to the next level.
So, go ahead. Keep going.
Just because the distractions, man, and all the shit that's fun, he's 10 years going hard, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Made a lot of money.
time for a break. Yeah.
I get it.
A lot of money, go spend that money. Shit.
Right? Live your life, bro. I totally understand. And his life his stock has grown tremendously over these years. So it's hard for him to go places and shit. It's hard for him to be normal. So I completely
And that's
get
all that he wants.
I get
Like,
it all, dude. I
all
really
he
wish he'd pull
wants.
up over here with some shit to say. I really wish he would, man, because I would love to pick his brain where his
it'll
head is at
happen.
right now, like, especially right now.
It'll
But back
happen.
to the shows. Did he mention any of that at the show?
What, like bring me on
That's his
stage?
last,
Taking a
that's
break
his
or
last
any of that?
shows or anything.
No, he didn't.
Good.
I guess it was implied. I mean, he had said that was his last shows.
He made that video, and he was like, "This is gonna be the last
Video.
the last show
Oh, okay, cool.
for a long time."
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, what a way to go.
Or
Here, spin out a little bit. You're like,
Oh, my
behind
bad,
me. No,
my
you're
bad.
good. You're good. We all lose focus of it after a while.
But I remember when he said this is gonna be the last show for a long time, and if we do another show at all,
Yeah, for sure. I'm just glad to see that they went really well. Looked like they was awesome.
oh man,
Yeah.
both nights were freaking great.
Did you like
Aaron
one opposed
Walker.
to the other? Was one better than the other? Did he do the same show both nights, or did he change up a little bit?
I think the set list was different songs.
that's cool.
Bring anybody
A
out.
couple different songs. No, nobody came out. Chase Matthew brought out Kid G.
That kid's killing
So,
it.
yeah.
First night, Kid G came
Kid
out.
G's killing it.
Dude was freaking walking out around and everything, bro. Ryan's concerts, man, it's crazy because
It's a family affair.
it's for real. And artists will come out to where the crowd is,
Mm-hmm.
the people, man. Like Simba was there. Me and Simba was kicking it. We was everywhere, like taking pictures with like. It's dope. The show,
Yeah.
the shows were dope.
I think that if some of the artists, because like Jelly had shows in Florida, I know Calhoun was vacationing in Florida. Struggle had shows here. I think if it was a situation where folks were,
Yeah, Lil Boosie got stuck in Jamaica.
he was supposed to bring. Oh my!
I
God,
heard
bro,
I
that's
heard
crazy.
I heard it get said right after the second show, because after the second show, when we got off stage, Ron was like, "Let's go to the green room." So we went to the green room and chilled with him. Smoked like 6 or 7 blunts with Miley Cyrus's older brother.
Trace.
Oh, Trace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
shout out Trace. He
Yeah,
hit me
shout
up
out Trace.
like, wanting to do an interview and stuff. We need to get him.
Pull
on
up, bro.
here.
That dude's cool. For
Yeah, he's cool. We
I
met him
met
at the
him.
Jelly Show.
Yeah, at the Jelly Show. I met him.
I don't know.
He's good people.
I don't know the dude that was with him. I think if his manager or something. His name's Mike, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
that dude's cracking me the fuck up. But
Really, yeah.
Shout
Trace
out
is
Mike.
cool, man. Trace is a supporter of the channel too. So salute to him.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, shout out to that guy, man. He's freaking. They were like, "Yo, that's Miley Cyrus's brother." I was like,
Tatted up
"Get
there with blonde
the-
hair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I was like,
Big rock star.
yeah, I was like, "Get
Tall
the
as fuck.
fuck
He's a
outta
tall
here."
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, smoked 6, 7 blunts with his ass, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's dope,
Shout out
man.
that guy.
Yeah, but another thing I did hear was, he's like, dude, after that energy, because I think Trace asked him, he's like, "Yo, is this the last? You think this is gonna be the last, last one?" He's like, "That energy, dude.
Yeah, that energy's irreplaceable.
I mean,
That-
municipal.
It's hard to just be like, yeah, I'm done after that,
I was in municipal auditorium for the No Limit reunion, dog, and it wasn't even touching
the capacity.
the
level.
same capacity. I mean,
Yeah. The church sold it out, right?
Oh yeah, first night there was 10,000 people.
yeah.
I think it was I don't think the second show sold out.
I still bet there was every bit of 7 or 8 though.
It was
Yeah.
7 or 8,000.
And that is people got to understand
It's a
that
big deal.
that is that many people, and this was not a festival, dog.
Nope.
This was just him and Chase Matthew, correct?
Just to be
Aaron Walker.
Okay.
Aaron Walker did some. He opened up, and then Chase did, and then Ryan came on.
Yeah, but I mean, he sold this just off the strength.
just to be
of-
an independent artist and have a show at Municipal Auditorium.
That's huge, bro.
That is nothing short of a fucking miracle
Yeah, that's dope
to
shit.
pull
man.
that off and to have it there and to shake that shit. Supposedly on your way out the door from social media, you're just gonna focus more on the music,
And
which
it's
is great.
hometown, man.
Hometown. I mean, like I said, it's a family affair,
I mean,
bro. It's
man,
a whole vibe in there.
I didn't know where mainstream was sitting, but they were there, and that dude, he sang neck too red, and hilarious, man. Pointing at him and everything. It's funny.
Wow,
That's great.
I love it.
we're glad you had a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad I remember that because that would have.
Me too.
I'm glad that we didn't leave the podcast without you getting to speak on that.
I'm glad that it got your ass here.
Yes, I'm glad that I came, man. It's been a good weekend. I freaking lost my voice. My voice is cracking. So
As you should.
Yeah, he's partying.
That's totally fine.
But again, shout out to
We still got that.
Mel, too,
We still got that.
Yeah, shout out to Mel.
Yeah.
We
real.
still got the new Kansas Rebelman drop.
You're damn right.
Yeah, so-
You're damn right.
You're gonna be hearing that one a lot, dude. Whenever we're saying some shit.
yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
came up a handful of times. Now you got to come up even more.
Appreciate
Yeah, man.
it.
But yeah, man, it's a privilege to have you. And like I said,
Honor.
man, once you grab one of them chairs, man, you're more than welcome. Anytime you pull up, I expect nothing less for you to hit us up and let us know you're here. And
sir.
we wouldn't know beforehand, but at the same time,
Most definitely.
we're glad to have you, man. And it's-
It is an honor.
Yeah, y'all be sure to. We'll have his Instagram and his YouTube channel in the description and pinned in the comments. Y'all be sure to hit that subscribe button and the follow button on those platforms if you follow those. For sure.
got to. So it gets shout out Happy
y'all.
Dad.
Yeah.
So I got some shit to say to podcast, man. ChadArmesTV.com. Our friend Kansas Rebel, man, dude. Chatty.
Bow. Peace.
But bitch, we got views.